Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and our special guests. Thank you for coming. This is Valentine's week, and Valentine's is one of the most important holidays of the year. It's even more important than Mother's Day. And I get that from facts. I used to work for Sherry's Berries, and Sherry's Berries Christmas was Valentine's. I mean, it was a crazy time for us. And then when Mother's Day came in May, it was kind of mellow. So there's a lot more sweethearts out there than there are moms, just what you'd like to know. But you know, you don't have to go out and buy an expensive gift for your sweetheart. You can make it yourself. And it's really easy if you know how. So what I did today was bring some Oreos. Now what can you do with Oreos and give to your sweetheart? Well, wouldn't you want to dip them in chocolate? Yeah, make it special. Well, anyone can do that, believe it or not. I learned from Sherry's Berries, but it's a very simple technique. All you would need is chocolate. And this is Gerdard's chocolate, and that's the chocolate that I use. And it's a very good chocolate because you can heat it multiple times and it won't burn, although you do need to be careful with any chocolate. But you can also get white chocolate, milk chocolate, dark chocolate, mint chocolate, peanut butter chocolate, etc., 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 right? So what do you do with chocolate and Oreo cookies? Well, what you need to do is find yourself a mold. Aha, secret number 2. Good chocolate and a mold. And make sure that you get a quality mold, because as many times as you use it, the plastic can become brittle and it'll break. So if you have a favorite mold, get a couple of those, anticipating that you'll have to discard one eventually. But this one happens to have hearts all over it, and it's deep enough to put a cookie, Oreo, and a nice amount of chocolate. And what you do is you melt the chocolate in a microwavable container, and this happens to be a Tupperware container, Rubbermaid container, which is a little thicker plastic than Tupperware. So you can use it over and over and over, and you can also store it because it has a lid. But you can put this in the microwave for a minute. Stir it, put it back in for a minute, and when it comes out and you stir it, it's liquefied, so you can put it in the mold. So you would put a little bit of chocolate on the bottom, and then you would tap it, because you want to get all the air bubbles out. Because if you don't, you're going to have little pit holes and it'll look like a moonscape. And you don't want that to happen. And then you put in your Oreo cookie, and then more chocolate on the top. And when you do that, guess what happens? You get a bunch of cookies. Yay! I just happened to bring enough for everyone today. I thought that would help my speech along. So anyway, so pass it around. I have milk chocolate and I have white chocolate. The white chocolate does have the white Oreo, because I have found that some people can't eat chocolate, but they can eat white chocolate. So I get a white chocolate Oreo to help the folks along. So with that said, you don't have to stay with this kind of a mold. You can get into a larger mold, which happens to look like this. And this happens to be a box. It's a chocolate box. And you open it up, and inside is a little chocolate heart that says, "I love you." How sweet is that? And all of these products can cost you pennies on the dollar. Because the chocolate you're buying, as you can see, you can buy a bag, and it makes many, many things. So I hope this helps give you direction, if you haven't gotten your gift yet, on what you can do to surprise your sweetheart, make it a personal gift, and have fun too. I mean, why not? Roses are wonderful, but they're thorny. See's candy is great, but they're expensive. And what sweetheart doesn't like or appreciate or go, oh, when you make it yourself. So you can pick up the molds at any craft store or online. I happen to get mine online because they have more of a variety. You can get the chocolate at a chocolate and cake store on Sunrise and Greenback. Oreos you can get at any grocery store. And all you have to do is find time when your sweetheart isn't around, right? So let me let you know that you certainly can do this if you know how.
The only problem I have evaluating Grace's speech is generally finding out things that she can do better. So I tend to be really hard on her because she appreciates it. Okay? So these are the questions she was supposed to answer. How did the speaker make the talk relevant to the audience interest? Great choice of topic. Number 2, describe the demonstration's impact on you. I may actually try this. I think I might be able to do it. I'll probably forget to tap and get out the air bubbles, but other than that. How appropriate was the choice of demonstration method? She had really smooth transitions and really excellent props, choice of props, because I think you really understood what it was she was trying to do, and she did it, and she accomplished it, and that was all good. Was each part of the demonstration clearly explained? I just said yes. And then what could the speaker have done to make the demonstration more effective? Well, here's where I usually have trouble, but today, because I'm a picky person, I came up with 3 things. First off, there could have been more drama. Now, Grace tends to talk in kind of a sing-song, put-you-to-sleep voice. And today was not as bad as usual, I have to say. It was really not sing-song, and I think everybody was very focused on what she was saying. However, it could have been really dramatic. Like, I remember when you did that one about when your aunt saw Elvis. Oh my gosh, you wouldn't have believed that it was Grace. She could have done something to make this thing dramatic, like, I don't know, cause the chocolate to burn or something, and then the house catches on fire or something like that. I don't know, but that could be dramatic. The opening didn't absolutely grab you except for the fact of the choice of topic. So I would work on an opening where people just sat up and went, I never knew that. Like, did you know that you can make your own chocolate-covered strawberries and pretend that you're eating something nutritious because there's a strawberry inside all that chocolate? That's specifically intended to Dave. And then I think that this speech could have had something extraordinary in it because it had potential to be an extraordinary speech. I don't know what could have been more extraordinary than passing out all those wonderful chocolates, which I promptly consumed mine. But I would just suggest that this speech could have been really wonderful. It was good. It was very good, but it could have been wonderful.
I don't know what you mean.
See, that's what I mean. She's good. She could do this. You wait until you hear her talk about the time that her great aunt saw Elvis. It was wonderful. What was the most effective part of the demonstration? Really good use of props and transitions. And with that, I will turn it back over to Madam Toastmaster.